I hated my life and literally met them on Facebook Marketplace. It's called character development, okay? To just say fuck it, pack your bags, just move. Hi guys! So today I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about something that changed my life and could potentially change yours, and that is moving out of your hometown. There's literally so many reasons why moving out of your hometown can be beneficial for you, so let's talk about it. If you don't already know me, my name is Kat. I am 24 years old, and I moved out of my hometown, which is Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to Los Angeles, California to follow my dreams. I know that may sound a little corny, but it's true. Growing up, I would always watch YouTubers and want to be like them, but I didn't think I had the personality or the confidence to put myself out there like that. And so you know what I did? I literally packed up my bags, moved across the country, and now here I am filming this video for YouTube. Does that make me a YouTuber? It hasn't even been a year yet, but I already feel so much happier here. I feel like I'm so much closer to living my dream life. And that would just never happen if I was still living in Louisiana. So here are a few reasons why you need to get out of your hometown. And if you've already made it out of your hometown, congrats. Okay, so point number one is you just get a new perspective on life when you're exposed to a new environment, exposed to new people, new experiences, new things. Moving to LA from Louisiana was such a culture shock for me because everything's just so different. Like the people, the landscape, the music, the vibes. Like when I got here, I was immediately 10 times happier just because I was so bored and tired of doing the same things and seeing the same people every day. I lived in Louisiana all my life, literally until last year. So for 24 years. And most of that time, I was staying with my parents. If any of y'all have stayed with your parents until you're like a full-grown adult, especially if you come from immigrant parents, you might relate to this, but for me, I didn't have the best relationship with my parents when I was living at home, just because I was young and maybe not making the best decisions. Like, the frontal lobe was not fully developed, y'all. And my Asian parents were very strict on me, so I could barely sleep over at my friend's house, like even through high school. If I was hanging out with a friend, my parents had to know who I was hanging out with, would have to know their parents, would have to have their parents' phone number. So that literally made me not want to do anything ever. I just didn't feel like having to go through that whole process of asking my parents to go do something and then having to call my friend's parents. Like, it was kind of embarrassing. So honestly, I just didn't do anything. I stayed with them till the last semester of college also. So my college experience also was just not the best. Like, they say college is the best 4 years of life. That was not my case. It wasn't the worst 4 years, but it definitely wasn't the best. I'm sorry if my bracelets are annoying y'all. I just remember being so like unhappy at home. I would just wake up and feel so defeated because I knew that that was not the life I wanted to live. But since my parents were so strict and so protective of me, they obviously didn't want me to move out. And in the Asian culture specifically, there's this expectation whenever you get older, you're supposed to like take care of your parents and stay with them and help them out. And obviously I wanted to. I helped them out as much as I could whenever I was home. But I just knew that I wanted more for myself in my life. So last year I made the decision to move literally across the country. I think they still hate me for it. No, I'm kidding. My parents love me. But I know it is hard for them though, their kid being so far away. They are empty nesters now. My two siblings also don't live at home anymore. So there is a little bit of guilt there because I moved so far away and I never get to see them anymore. However, I still think it's the best thing that I could have done for myself. So the second reason why it's a good idea to move out of your hometown is it just pushes you out of your comfort zone. You're kind of forced to grow up a little bit, especially if you move alone, which is what I did. I have roommates now, but I didn't know them. I literally met them here. They were strangers whenever I came here. Luckily, it worked out and we're all really good friends here, but I literally met them on Facebook Marketplace. So thank God it worked out. But yeah, it just kind of puts you in a situation where you just have to figure things out for yourself. You have to meet new people, you have to find a new routine, maybe you have to find a new job. Luckily, I work remote and I got the job when I was still in Louisiana, and that kind of allowed me to move out here to support myself, to live the lifestyle that I do. So I'm really grateful for that. And within that, I've realized how capable I am of accomplishing the things that I want to accomplish. This YouTube channel being one of them. So if you have goals for yourself, things that you want to accomplish, and you feel stuck, maybe you feel like the things or the people around you are kind of holding you back, I would definitely recommend just putting yourself in a new situation, a new environment, and see how your life progresses from there, because That's kind of how I felt whenever I was living at home. I always wanted to be a content creator, but no one in my hometown was really doing that kind of thing. Also, my parents don't know anything about social media. They didn't even know what an influencer was. I had to explain to them what an influencer was whenever I started doing this. And I wasn't very comfortable filming around them or my friends. So yeah, I just didn't feel like it was the best environment for me to grow as a person, to grow my career, and try to obtain the lifestyle that I want. Which kind of leads me to my next point, which is that you just get to reinvent yourself. Like, I hated my life in Louisiana. I didn't have that many friends just because I wasn't allowed to do that much growing up. I felt like that had a really big impact on my social skills. So whenever I got to high school, college, I didn't really know how to talk to people. I was kind of shy. And because of that, I just didn't make that many friends. So I wasn't very happy. I didn't get to do many things. I would always see people going out and doing stuff, and I would literally just be sitting at home. But now I wake up, I'm in LA, I have a whole new home, whole new friends, a whole new life that I get to live now because I made that decision to get the fuck out of Louisiana. And honestly, I'm so grateful because I really do love my life out here. It hasn't even been a full year yet, and I don't have that many friends yet still. But I know I'm slowly building the life that I've always wanted. I just thank myself every day for making that decision a year ago to just say, fuck it, pack your bags, get out of there. And because you have that fresh new start, you get to be whoever you want. Like, nobody here knew me in Louisiana. Not that I'm faking anything now, it's just that I'm growing as a person, and it just really gives you the space to figure out who you really are without anybody's expectations. That's kind of one of the main things that was holding me back from starting my content earlier in Louisiana, was just the fear of what everybody else is gonna think of me. Like, oh my gosh, people from high school, people from college are gonna see. And to be honest, it literally doesn't matter. Like, I don't think about any of those people anymore. And they probably don't think about me unless they see my content. And if they do see my content, they probably think it's cool what I'm doing. So don't let other people's opinions hold you back from living your dream life, because at the end of the day, the only opinion that matters is yours and maybe the people that you love around you. The next point I wanted to make is that because the world just feels so much bigger, now that I've seen more and experienced more, I feel like my aspirations are also bigger now. Because I'm surrounded by so many creatives and just different types of people every day who also have big aspirations, it's just made me a lot more motivated to work hard to get the life that I want. Because I'm in LA. There's literally like billionaires walking down the street. People in their luxury cars, in their mansions in the hills. Like, I've been to a few parties in the hills, and it just makes me think like, damn, I want to live like this. I want a house like this one day. So yeah, it's just really eye-opening and motivating to be able to meet and be around these types of people. And lastly, it's just such a great way to learn more about yourself and learn what you like, learn what you don't like. Because I'm doing and experiencing new things every day, it's really just like opened my mind. Just because it's a new experience, I feel like it just has a bigger effect on me. And then I'm kind of just able to assess what I liked and what I didn't like out of the situation, out of that person, out of that place, and find out what works for me, what I really like doing. There's obviously so many things that you can do here out in LA that I wouldn't have been able to do in Louisiana. Like, I started hiking, going to the beach more. I really want to learn how to surf. That's like on my bucket list, and I can do that out here. And maybe once I do learn how to surf, I might realize that I might not like it, and that's okay. And that's just another thing that I get to learn about myself. It's called character development, okay? I feel like if you stay in one place your whole life, there's only like so much growing that you can do just because you're not being exposed to new things. And yeah, I just knew that that kind of lifestyle wasn't for me. I love to travel and experience new things. So moving out of my hometown was definitely the best decision that I've made so far. Can't wait to experience more of it, experience more of LA, grow as a person in a new city, meet more cool people. That's honestly how I've been feeling since I moved out here. So yeah, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you're not progressing in life, you're not growing as a person, just move. You can always move back. You really don't have anything to lose and so much to gain. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. If you have recently moved out of your hometown, leave a comment. Let me know how it is. And if you still are in your hometown, I hope this has inspired you in some way to take that leap of faith and potentially make the best decision of your life. So thank you guys again for watching. If you like this, maybe give it a thumbs up. And it would really mean a lot to me if you subscribed, because I literally moved out here to do this and I cannot move back home. So please help me make my dreams come true. Okay, bye.